Hello again, my lovelies. Muscle Memories is back, once again with more DMC5 coverage from Gamescom. By now, the lot of you should have hopefully heard from RK, the player to spend the entirety of his Gamescom grinding out sessions with the demo for everyone outside the event. However, I've been dying to sit down with another player, another one from the same event, to release his own gameplay with his own thoughts and his own perspectives. Yes, it is time for Daedron. Daedron's put work into a variety of beat-em-up systems, from Aztez to Nier Automata. He's known as a Bayonetta player, although apparently after his time with the DMC5 demo, we might have to change that to former Bayonetta player. His playthroughs at Gamescom were outstanding. The level of play from him, as of now, sits unmatched, in my opinion. So now it's my job to grill him, to get a deeper understanding of the systems underlying the demo that we've seen so much of. Do yourselves a favor and check out his content linked in the description. And as always, send him much love for bringing high-level play to Devil May Cry 5 so early in the game's life cycle. But we have questions, he has answers. Everybody, I give you Daedron.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, finally. Get to sit down with you. Daedron, what's poppin', my dude?
Hey man, what's up? I'm doing pretty well.
Oh, it's late for you though, isn't it? Or it's getting there.
Well, not really. Currently it's 6:45 p.m.
6:45.
Yep.
I get. Oh yeah, you're GMT +1.
Yes, exactly.
Ooh, in that weird time zone where we're adding numbers and shit. So, I am here. I brought you here because you were one of the many lucky people to get a chance to play the first playable build of DMC5 over there at that young Gamescom.
Yep, that's right.
But in particular, you're here because you were easily one of the best to actually get hands on it immediately. So what I want to do is I want to talk to you about just some general questions that I have for you about the game. We're going to get into some specific stuff, round it out with a couple of viewer-based questions, and then shortly after, we can just open up the floor for anything else that you would like to add, okay?
Yep, alright, sounds good.
So, starting out, what was your experience with DMC before getting hands-on with 5?
Well, I played DMC 1, 2, 3, and 4. I basically played all of them. I got into DMC as a kid, basically. I was like 12 when the first one came out on PS2. So, yeah, I've been with the series for quite a long time. I do have to say, I never really got quite good at the games. I have to admit that. It's only been in, since Bayonetta 1 came out that I actually really sat down with, stylish action games and tried to get better at them. Which I think did pay off in the end.
Oh, absolutely. But you said the first game came out when you were 12. How old are you, my boy?
I'm currently 28.
Old boy.
Yep, old boy.
Well, that's good, though. We ain't got those, the arthritis ain't setting in or nothing like that. The eyesight's still 20/20. Playing well. Dementia's not in yet.
Well, I have to say, my memory isn't the best it used to be, so...
Oof.
I am kind of forgetful lately.
Oh, no, not at all. But you are, if memory serves, more of a Bayonetta player now than necessarily a DMC player. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Aren't you working on one of the people working on Setnero's community combo video?
No, I was actually working on a combo video by myself. Right. But I don't think I'm gonna finish it, so I'm just gonna donate the combos that I have to Nero, who is doing the combo video, the community one. And basically,
is there a reason?
Sorry,
I don't mean to keep cutting you off. Is there a reason why you're dropping the Bayonetta combo video on your end?
I guess it's just a lack of motivation, really.
Okay. Now, to break canon a little bit, do you potentially see yourself getting more involved in DMC5 when it drops?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, we stole them? We're taking them from Platinum Games? Ooh,
currently, I would say that currently I'm actually more hyped for DMC5 and just Devil May Cry in general than I am for Bayonetta 3. So that's saying something, right?
Oh, that's crazy. Okay. And was this project for Bayonetta going to include 1 and 2, or just 1?
Just 1, because I don't particularly like 2.
I get you.
So
Understand. But over the course of playing DMC5 at Gamescom, how many times were you able to sit down with the game?
a total of 4 times. 3 times on Wednesday when I went to Gamescom solo, and then once again on Saturday when I was there with a bunch of friends.
Oh, okay. So it was like sort of a vacation that rolled into Gamescom.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good deal. So now that you've had a little bit of time to sit and marinate on it, I think the obvious question now is, how are you feeling about the game in terms of raw control? Is it a very comfortable game for you?
I would say yes, because I instantly felt at home when I started playing it. Like, there was nothing that I really had to get used to, outside of the fact that the game is a bit slower, obviously, because there's no turbo mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yet at the same time, I didn't feel like it was as slow as DMC4's non-turbo mode. It felt a bit in between.
And, like, was the first gameplay video you uploaded the first time you ever played the game?
No, that was actually the second time. Because,
still, though.
Yeah, I had a camera, like, mounted on a chest mount, but the first recording was, like, way too low, so it cut off half of the top of the screen, so I was like, oh, shit. So, yeah, second recording, or the first recording was the second time that I played it.
Would you say that there was, like, a big disparity in, like, the comfort of your play going from your first to your second playthrough of the demo?
Just a little bit, because they did change some things, obviously. Like, you know, Nero split is no longer for air forward melee attack. It's now on the back motion. So that felt really odd to do mid combo, because my muscle memory was all like, wait, no, I gotta do forward, but I gotta do backward. So that was a bit of an issue. And obviously, getting used to the arms.
Yeah. I want to talk to you about them arms, but so you say that it was like very comfortable and you were feeling at home. Would you say that it's feeling similar to 4?
Yeah, very much so.
So if I were to approach the game, like just boot it up, and I had, like you, similar muscle memory, but more like the spacing for jump cancels and things like that, is that similar to DMC4?
I think it felt a bit more, how do I say? Like the jump cancel window felt a bit bigger. So
yeah, some people said it was lenient like DMC3, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's about correct. Which to me is a good thing.
That's good. I enjoy that. Oh, okay. Now, we're jumping ahead a little bit here, but there is like a question that I would like to get out now, even though this is like more specific. Is that a couple of times RK tried to describe how jump canceling felt, and in particular he described it as being heavy, if that makes sense. Does that mean anything to you? Like, is there any sort of delay after a JC or anything like that? Do they slow the game down at all?
I think it's very hard to actually like answer that question. I would say that at first glance, I would say yes, it does feel a bit heavier. Like, if I had to describe it, it feels like there's some sort of startup to the jump cancel before Nero starts to ascend, if that makes any sense.
Oh. So like when he's... Because when he's in the first, well, not the first, but like the inside Xbox reveal, when they had him doing the caliber gunshot caliber route, it like he obviously had a thing where he would start the jump cancel animation. He would put his foot on the demon to like use it as a jump platform. Is that what you're talking about?
I think that might be it. Yeah, but like I said, I'm not entirely sure. We really need a training mode. Like a public demo training mode for that to, you know, actually get out there. Oh, I'm really hoping to do that.
I'll feed it. I'll take care of it. I'll get it into the vet as often as I need to. Just let me have the demo, please.
Can't we just, as a community, just band together and just tweet at Matt Walker? Please give us a demo.
Just
give
don't
us
even
training
say
mode.
give us a demo.
Just give us training mode. Just training
like
mode.
a fighting, just training mode. Just give us the old fighting game beta period. You get offline and training mode, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much like that. I mean, I would be happy with that.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm sure
But
a lot of other people would be as well.
But it never... Did it ever feel like out of place to jump cancel in the game? If that makes sense? Did it feel odd?
No, not really.
Okay.
Not at all.
I need to mess with it. So was there... So when you say there was a period before Nero would start ascending, is that to say that there's like... They made it so that Nero's not able to get into a new input or a new action until he starts to move? Or could you literally just tap jump and then instantly tap a button and then Nero would start that?
I think you can just cancel that startup with a move. Pretty sure.
Oh, then we're Gucci.
Because there's one clip in my last recording where I do aerial combos first hit, jump cancel, then do it again. And in DMC4, if you do that, you ascend. You always ascend if you jump cancel with Nero. And in this demo, that doesn't happen. You stay at the same height. So, like I said,
oh my god, that's so good! Oh,
like that's why I said there was like a startup before it starts the ascend, but you can cancel it. I'm pretty sure.
this is the best timeline. Holy shit!
So yeah, I guess you could say it does. It feels more like DMC3 in that case.
Okay, so you're not okay. I get you. All right, that's solid. I'm in. I'm on board, Captain. So, for something a bit more general, would you say that there was never a point when it felt like you were sort of fighting with the controls?
Nope, not at all. If you're used to
always
DMC4,
smooth.
yeah, it was always smooth.
Oh, if I'm used to DMC4.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the good shit. I like hearing that. How many because this game, and correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm reading the mission end screen correctly, it seems like we're getting combat verses now. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me as well.
So,
But-
did you Oh, no, go ahead.
But I'm not sure how they like rank it. Because the style rankings you get at the end of like a fight, like they show it on the screen, like right after the fight, they don't match up with what I got at the end of the mission.
Oh, so when it does like the you mean like the ranking you got at the... I'm interested by that. I didn't actually see them ever give you a rank after a fight.
Yeah, well, like if you complete a fight and it does like the slow motion thing, right after that, it shows like on the right, it shows your stylish points that you got for that particular fight.
Uh-huh.
But those points never matched up to the points that I got at the end of the mission. Like the ones they showed there.
Oh.
So I'm
That
not
is
sure.
weird.
I'm not sure what's going on there. It might just be a demo quirk because it's definitely not the full mission, right?
Yeah. Well, someone pointed out that, or it was RK actually, who wondered if there was like a restriction on you being able to get an S rank in those combat verses because it was a demo and they were trying to make it very hard to get an S rank without getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know how true that is, but it sounds plausible.
I think it's true. Because in all the
would
times
make
that I
sense.
played, I never got an S rank on the end of mission combat screen, like for the verse, right? Even though I
right.
got triple S in every fight.
It was always an A.
It was always an A.
It's got to be some sneaky beaky shit. I don't know.
Yep.
But did you wind up preferring one fight over the rest?
Yeah, I would say I preferred the second one in the courtyard with like the fountain.
Yeah, with the Hellcana.
Yep. I think that's the best fight in the demo.
Ooh, those are good boys, aren't they? It's nice to have them back, or at least part of them back. Now, was there? Would you say that encounter had like more potential for, I guess you could say, stylish play over any other?
I would say yes, because those enemies have more HP, so you can actually do stuff. Like the insect-like enemies, I'm not sure what their name is, but they die in like 4 hits, 5 hits max. So you don't really get the chance to do anything against them. But yeah, the Alkanos, they die on like 10 hits. So I could actually experiment against those, which was very nice.
Now, overall, that more or less covers like broad strokes questions outside of now. Although I think if we're pulling you away from Bayonetta, this sort of answers this. But how are you feeling about DMC5 overall after playing this demo?
Well, it's probably my most anticipated game of next year. So, like, let's just say I'm not really a merchandise guy, right? Like, I have no gaming related material in my house. But currently, I've got 2 posters right next to me of Nero, like DMC4 Nero and DMC5 Nero, and I also bought a new phone case with a DMC5 Nero. So
where did you get that?
I think I bought this on it was a Dutch site. So
oh, okay. I need to get me that. That looks, if they have one and like that would fit my phone, I'm buying it.
Oh, they definitely do. Like you can just buy, like you can get one produced for every type of phone. It's not even that expensive. I think I paid like $16. Yeah, something like that.
Is that 16 euro or is that 16 USD?
USD.
Oh, I'm getting one. I don't care if shipping is like $80 to get it over the ocean. I'm paying it.
Oh well, I'm pretty sure they have like American companies as well. So
I'm gonna need those details. I'm gonna need the name of that company.
I mean, all I did was just type in on Google, custom phone case, and the first link I got was the one I bought this from.
So you provided the image for it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right then.
You can just upload like a PNG, and they'll take care of it.
Nice. But moving on into more specific questions about DMC5 in general. I'd noticed that in your first recording, and this is like when you're in the upstairs fight with the Hellcana and the flying bugs. Mm-hmm. You were like on the ceiling, but you were up in the ceiling, like as high as you could go in the level. And you were just able to maintain exact height with like pretty simple shit like gunshots and overtures, like normal. Is it called battery? It is battery, right?
Battery, yeah.
You were using battery and you just didn't fall at all. So is it as easy as it looks to maintain height, or is there like actually gravity and I'm just not paying proper attention?
I would say it's a bit easier than DMC4. Not as easy as DMC Devil May Cry, because right. Nero can't pull himself to enemies. That would be kind of stupid. But I do think the gravity is lessened. Definitely. Felt like that at least.
So while you're doing moves, you're not, because there was another clip where like it was RK, I think, who was doing this. He was like, you know how in DMC4 you get close enough to the ground and you're still being affected by gravity, you'll just land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In this clip, and I need to highlight it because it is very relevant, but he was like very low to the ground, where in DMC4 he would be landing, but it actually let him finish the entirety of Air Combo A without forcing him out of it at all. Almost as if gravity just stopped working. It just took a vacation for that period. So right. If that's the case, I'm just never touch the ground unless it's bad to do so. Because I'm thinking Luster Cut's going to be back in, but I don't think they go as high as that ceiling. At least without some fucking boosties.
Yeah, I never actually got to test it out like really close to the ground, so I'm not entirely sure.
But as far as like being able to just stay, like to stall height, it is just a simple matter of like pressing battery in midair and you're not losing gravity.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. It'll be interesting to work with. Now, this is a question in regards to Inertia in 5, because it looks like everything gives and like maintains some type of momentum or inertia in the air. Like I'm seeing you jump forward with Nero, and all you're doing, like, that's the entirety of the action, but you're just doing a gunshot and you're carrying, forward momentum. I don't know if you're moving your stick while you're doing that, but it looks like just the simple act of jumping into the air in a direction gives you the ability to carry yourself through some stuff.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, that seems kind of accurate. I did watch my own footage a bunch of times, and there's one instance where I do Gerbera's air dash, and then canceled into a gunshot. But the gunshot does stop me, like, right in my tracks. So I'm not sure if it's maintained on every single move, or after every single move. I hope they do that in the full game, but in that particular instance, it didn't feel like it.
That'd be nice. Well, was there like any way to get hard commitment? I apologize. Like hard commitment inertia in the game? Like, you know how if you were to DT cancel caliber with Nero, how like the direction you started the caliber in, you're just going in that direction until you hit the ground. Was there anything like that you remember in the demo?
I don't think so, no. I didn't really test it out, to be honest.
Did you ever, what's it called, breakaway? Because that's the cancel with the Devil Breaker. Did you ever breakaway cancel out of, like, any move, just in the same way that you would a DT cancel?
Yeah, that's like one of the first things that I actually tested.
And did it feel similar at all in terms of timing, or was there more wait or like more recovery before you could give another input?
There's definitely recovery, because I tested it out just like a DT cancel. I would do like caliber breakaway, and then I would try to air hike out of the breakaway like you would do with a DT cancel. That doesn't work, because you have to wait until Nero actually does the explosion with the arm before you can cancel it.
Oh.
So like, yeah, the explosion always happens, basically.
Oh, okay, so you can't cancel the... Well, were you able to jump cancel out of... Oh, but I guess if you're jump canceling, then what the fuck do you need to break away for?
Yeah,
Unless it does actually give inertia.
I think I did try that once, but I'm not sure if I actually got the jump cancel to work, because honestly, I was kind of mashing at that point.
Understandable.
But from what I remember, I think you could do it.
Okay.
And the explosion still happens.
Oh, the explosion still happens.
Yeah. Well. You still lose your arm.
Oh, well, we're out there. So at this point, you are not able to find anything that's like functioning with the same amount of commitment that DMC4's inertia system does in 5.
Indeed, I did not. That's really something that we can only like figure out once we get training mode.
Exactly.
Or at least a public demo.
But what you did have, like that little control over your air trajectory, that didn't necessarily feel out of place or anything like that?
No, definitely not.
Well, good. Now, a couple of times, and I imagine this is just because it's an early build of the game, we still have 8 fucking months, but it looked like the camera was having a couple of issues in the upstairs fight, where it would like get caught behind the drapes, and it would sort of cover your view, or it would get stuck in one of the walls. Was there any other points where you felt like you had actual trouble getting a good look at the fight you were in?
No, definitely not. Like, I love the out of fights, the camera, if you just use lock on like any normal player will do, you get a really clear view of the fight. Like even if you're high up into the air, it would just like back off, so you always see the ground, which is very nice compared to like the older DMC games.
Yeah.
Which, admittedly, it does make off-screening enemies a bit harder, because they're always on screen.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
That's going to be interesting.
You can't scum them anymore. They made it the tech. You got to be careful what you wish for.
Well, unless you let go of lock-on, because then the camera just like goes back to how it was a bit in DMC4.
That's fair. I just want to be able to see the ground. The monkey's paw closes one claw.
Exactly. I just want to see what the hell I'm doing. Pretty much.
Well, but on this, on the subject of like not being able to off-screen enemies, first off, that's still a restriction that they have, right?
Kind of hard to say from just the demo alone, but I assume so. I mean, it's Suno, of course.
Right.
I mean, he has enough experience making DMC games, so I'm sure it will be in. Off-screening will be a thing.
Even when they're on screen, though, how's their overall aggression? Because they seemed a little docile or a little passive. At least the bugs do. I don't want to speak on the Hellcana, because the Hellcana seem to be throwing out moves with regularity.
Well, indeed, the bugs never attack me. Like in any of my playthroughs, I don't know what they're supposed to be doing, but they didn't. They just sat there, and I killed them. But yeah, the Hellcanas, they would do attacks from time to time, but it still took like 10 seconds in between attacks. So it feels like the demo was set to easy mode, hopefully. Because if this is normal mode, then it's gonna be like DMC4 all over again, where the game is gonna be really easy. Which I really don't want that.
DMD is just fucking 1 second delay between attacks. Enemies have multi-hit combos, jump cancels of their own.
Oh, yes, please.
They keep evolving devil triggers until they just become a boss.
Yeah, they're just gonna turn out like combo mad.
I'd actually just play that, yeah.
Like, wait, what the fuck just happened?
They just start recreating Paradigm Shift, even though you're dead already.
I mean, they could put that in the rival fights, because they're gonna happen.
Oh, yeah. You go fight Virgil. You go fight Virgil, and the boy just comes in. He's doing the nice stuff. He's doing the shit, not the next stage, but I'm trying to think. He's just off doing Sakaki combos. Can't fight.
Pretty much.
That's because every fight has, or it might at least have, some type of forced breakaway mechanic. They're just going to start treating it like an anime fighter burst, so that's how you have to use it. I'd
actually think that would be kind of nice. Like,
that would be kind of cool.
Just to make the fights different from the normal enemies, or the normal way that you usually play.
Yeah, like you get caught in it, but then you have like this thing that's intended to just get you out of it completely.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, because that's how Goliath seems to work on his little suction ability, where even if you get caught in it, once you burst out, the vacuum just stops affecting you.
Yeah, that's true.
At least that's how it looked.
Mm-hmm. There's also, if you get sucked in, there's a tutorial that says you can do that.
Yeah, it's like, kid, you can burst. Do it now. Press all 4 buttons.
Before you die.
Quick. Can it kill you? Oh, no.
It can't kill you. Not in the demo. But.
At least in DMD, though, you get caught by it and you don't have a devil breaker. That's the strategery. That's what Itsuno's talking about.
Hopefully.
Itsuno's like, hey, kid, you don't have a breakaway option? We take those. Come here. Just one-hit kills. So... Oh, this is a question about the idea of, or not the idea, but I guess the devil arms or devil arms. That's, oh my god, everything is fucking devil in front of it.
Dude,
this
I wish Nero got more devil arms. Like wait, weapons, not arms, weapons.
Just weapons,
which are called devil arms, but you know, whatever.
Wait, Red Queen's not a devil arm, is it?
No, it's not.
It's just a sword.
But I would like him to get devil arms. At least one.
Oh. Well, I mean, if he gets Yamato. Thinking.
Yep.
Thinking.
It would be nice. Like
that would be good.
Actual Yamato. Not just, a DT only thing.
Not just a stand power.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, in regards to the devil breakers, there you go. How are you liking Overture in terms of combat flow? It seems to be like a very, I guess, it seems to be slow with a lot of dedication to it, a lot of recovery on its attacks. So how did you actually adjust to it?
I mean, to me it felt like old Buster, really. Maybe in terms of recovery, it might even be a bit faster than that. Like, I didn't have any issues at all. Felt pretty smooth.
Now, did you ever attempt to jump cancel it? For just like for battery in general? Like, could you knockback cancel it? I'm sure you could.
Yeah, I tried to jump cancel against... I only did it against Goliath, so I didn't do it against a normal mob. But it is possible, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you had to play... Do you play on default control scheme?
Yeah.
In DMC?
Oh, in DMC4?
Yeah.
No, I have my shot button, just like most Nero players, on right trigger.
Most Nero players put it on right trigger?
I believe so, that's what I heard.
I've been doing it wrong my whole life. I have that shit on L1.
I'm not sure how Chase Attack does it. I think he does the same, doesn't he?
He might. I need to DM him. Just because I think I talked to him about this a while ago. I don't know. He thinks I'm fucking weird because I hold... because I claw with Dante. That's just how I naturally hold the controller now. So I just have my fucking index finger over the D-pad even when I'm playing Nero.
Right.
It's not healthy.
Well, no, but, you know, if you don't play 8 hours a day, it's totally fine. Just gotta take breaks now and then. So.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, actually, on the topic of Chase Attack's layout, I think he might have changed back to default. Because, indeed, he does use claw at the moment. And I think he does that with Nero as well. So he just has shot on X, I guess.
Wait, is he clawing with his right hand?
I believe so.
Oh,
don't hold me to that. I'm not entirely sure.
if you're right, I'm gonna shoot him. Holy shit! He has actual hand problems, and he's pulling this shit. Oh, I need to take him.
To be fair, he only plays like 1 hour at a time, so
I need to have like a sit down like parent teacher conference with him because that shit's not good. I was just thinking like, oh, you know, maybe you could shotgun cancel the knock. Oh, how is the Blue Rose actually feeling for like recapturing demons after a knockback or anything like that? Does it feel sort of like the old Blue Rose?
I think it has a bit more startup, slightly.
Okay,
but not too much.
All right, but it can still capture things pretty comfortably.
Yep. Though,
okay.
I think one thing that has changed, and don't hold me to this, in DMC4, like, it doesn't matter how high or how low you are to the enemy, your gunshots always hit, correct?
For the most part, yes. But when it doesn't hit, it's just like an outright bug.
Okay, because in DMC5, it feels like I do have to be, like, a bit in front of the actual enemy. Like, if I knock them down with, I don't know, split, and then try to shoot, it will miss. I think I saw that happen a couple of times.
Really?
Yeah.
There's
also there's also a couple of instances where I do Gerbera's air dash, which knocks the enemy away, and then I try to shoot it after to catch it, but it doesn't work.
Really? The gunshot misses?
Yes.
Oh, that might be because the projectile travels slower. Okay.
Okay. Oh, that might be as well. Yeah.
Because if you ever turn on hitboxes in DMC4 vanilla, bullets are actual, like, physical hitboxes. They just have very quick travel time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But if you slow it down, I guess in the way, because you sort of run into that problem occasionally with Snatch, where, like, you'll have a demon, like, moving quickly in, like, an arc because they're getting knocked down or they're just getting displaced for some reason. And you try to snatch, and it doesn't lead, so it misses because it's aiming for where the enemy was, not where it's going to be. And if they did actually slow down bullet travel, that could be a reason why some of your stuff's missing.
Yeah, okay. I guess that might be it.
Need to do some testorino when we actually get that young training mode. Please give me hitbox viewers, Capcom. Please just give me an actual training mode. That'd be beautiful.
I mean, that's already confirmed.
I know, but I don't know do we know what's going to be in it already, or
not yet? No. But as a fighting game player, I hope they do more than just have a dummy. Like, I want actual options.
What I would like. Did you play Nier Automata?
Yep. Debug mode?
I want the fucking debug mode.
Yes,
I'm
please.
making a video. I'm making a video about it right now. I just want fucking not like obviously with a few more options, but the ability to take it anywhere is too useful.
Yep.
It is too good. And that's what like would give it the same versatility as some of the like the super trainer that we have now for PC. Like the thing is that all this shit is just on PC. The console people need training tools too. They just don't get them. And if you're just giving me like this weird, I guess Mass Effect, fucking space station, infinite stage, like we're running Infinite Azure on Tekken. Come on, man, we need a bit more than that.
Exactly. Especially in terms of like, combo videos. It's gonna be very boring if the only stage is that infinite stage.
Please,
We need
God.
diversity.
Well, this is off topic, but how were wall bounces and stinger jumps and things like, how was the environment playing into your decisions and possibilities from what you played?
I didn't actually get any wall bounces. So
Really?
I have to say I didn't go for them, so that might be why. And in terms of stinger jump, I know Arcade tested that out. It's still in. Still looks the same as in DMC4, so that's good.
And it'll probably give you some form of inertia, or this game's version of inertia. So, it'll have some stuff to it. Hopefully. But yeah, that's the one thing I think would be a real shame for this, is if combo videos were, like, either just BP stages or didn't leave the training room, if that is the actual training room.
Yeah. That would be a shame. I mean, at least the PC people will still, probably get a trainer within like a week. And then
we're fine.
And then actually have infinite health for any enemy in the game. But
I'm not worried about us. It's just the people
but
that don't.
I'm getting the game first on console, so I hope that
really?
we get a debug mode.
Is there a reason for that?
Well, let's just say my PC isn't the best. So I'm not sure if I can
okay.
actually run the game at 60 FPS and still record stuff.
That's a good point. Oh, the game is apparently powered by black magic. They have like a little seance every time they run the demo. Were there any like performance issues that you noticed at least while you were playing the demo?
Yeah, there was one part. It's right after the first fight, like with the insects. When you walk down this street and these tentacles pop out of the side of the buildings in the ground, at that point, I think it's because of the fog, the game did slow down a bit.
But that's it, though?
That was it, yeah.
They actually made a pact with the devil. They actually did.
I mean, but like that part of the game will probably be optimized for the full release.
That's a good point, too. Well, I still need to watch Digital Foundry's video about 5's performance on, like, base PS4, because that's what I have. I don't have the Pro yet, so
I've
I'm
got
technically...
a Pro. I'm all ready.
I'm still in poverty, so I need to ascend. I need to leave the bathroom and move on into the living room. But if it runs at 60, at least in fights on console... that'd be a very good deal. Although I'm fucking getting this on PC, no question. I just gotta hope that
I'm triple dipping pretty much. So
how many copies are you planning on buying?
I'm gonna probably buy the digital version just so that I can play it at midnight. Then I'm gonna get the collector's edition if there is one, and then I'm obviously gonna get the Steam version as well.
Oh, you're right.
Which I might or might not play. That depends on how well my PC can run it.
That's true. You're right. They haven't announced a collector's edition yet.
Not yet.
They haven't announced a collector. Why? They're still making it. They're gonna do the MGSV thing.
Which is?
Where they're just gonna give you a Devil Breaker, a little replica.
Oh! I need this.
They're gonna charge like $700, and I'm getting one.
Okay. Maybe not 700, please. Like, I'm not that rich.
If they're selling like fucking... Did you see what they're doing for Resident Evil 2?
I heard it was like 600. Like I only saw the price tag. I don't know what's in it.
For a fucking keyboard, my dude.
Seriously?
So in the I'm not fucking. It's the
typewriter
typewriter keyboard.
Oh, yep.
It's just why? Like it's cool, but why?
Well,
I would get one.
People are gonna buy it anyway.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like that's how
If I
Capcom
was-
is thinking. Like, okay, we can just price this at like $600. People are gonna buy it anyway.
We're gonna start manufacturing Red Queen replicas with the coat included for a small. You need to take out a fucking house payment in order to get it. People will buy it.
People are still gonna buy it.
Oh, absolutely. I'll buy it. I'll save up for it. Fuck it. I don't care anymore.
Red Queen replica would be really freaking awesome to have.
Or did they ever actually do the Order of the Sword like necklace, or like the necklace that Nero was going to give Kyrie as like a collector's item?
I don't
Capcom,
think so.
Matt Walker. There's a beautiful opportunity here waiting to happen. You know how some like games are doing crossovers with like Domino's and McDonald's and shit.
Yep.
Devil May Cry, you're classier than that. It's time to go run up to K Jewelers. It really is. Just $2,000 necklace, 14 karat it's not even. It would be much more expensive if it was 14 karat. But just do it, and I'll buy it for me. I won't even wear it. I can't wear it. It'll get stolen. What do you mean?
I mean, it's just a collector's item, right?
It's just a collector's item. It doesn't have to do anything.
And for a lot of fans, I would think that's really worth it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I need to start saving up for that. Thank you for reminding me. That's I completely forgot that was even a thing. Although, back on the topic of the Devil Breakers themselves, how do you feel about Gerbera? Jockey in particular.
Jockey is the air dash, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jockey is the air
The
dash.
air dash. Oh, I love it. I love it. Like, that arm was my favorite. Oh, that breaker. Sorry. That breaker was my favorite breaker in the entire demo. So I would usually break away Overture just to get my hands on Gerbera. Just use that the rest of the playthrough, basically.
I'm surprised people didn't like spawn in, because they give you Overture at the start, but you have like a full mag. I'm surprised people didn't just instantly break away Overture and just fucking start dashing with Gerbera up to the first fight.
Right, I didn't actually think about that.
It is infinite.
Yeah, indeed it is. Not sure if it's faster than just, dashing forward, but...
I mean, even if it's not, you're still styling on people. You're styling on the people like the hollowed out husks that are on the ground.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They're frozen on the ground looking at you, just scooting along, just jumping.
I was just taunting them the whole way through.
Wait, you mean the corpses or the humans?
Yeah. I was just, air taunting. I was just air taunting my whole way through that street.
Just doing sick Tony Hawk skateboard tricks while they're fucking dead. You can't do jockey, which is the air dash, while you're locked on, correct? You'll get wire snatch, right?
Yeah, you get wire snatch.
Huh.
I actually made that mistake once, because it's in the recording as well. Like, I was locked on, was trying to do jockey, and got wire snatch 3 times in a row before I finally realized, let go of lock on, otherwise you're not going to get it. Well, that looked a bit weird, but whatever.
Since you're not locked on to anything, how does is it? I talked to RK about this, but is it actually like a full 8-way air dash, or is it more angular?
It felt to me like it was full directional. So pretty much 8-way, yeah.
And just to confirm, you can do this for however long you want to, right?
Yep.
I don't have to jump, cancel anything, touch the ground, none of that shit. That's for nerds.
Nope. Can just spam it.
We have air dash.
Such a great feeling, isn't it?
It's gonna be weird as shit, because Nero never really felt like he had much of a mobility problem, at least with Caliber and all that in 4. But now it's just...
Yeah, but now it's like jacked up. Like,
now it's just
insanely.
I wonder because you saw the Devil Breakers that were like talked about at PAX, right? The PAX booth.
Yes, the rocket thing. Punchline.
Oh yeah,
like that gives him so much mobility. Holy shit.
Feeling Punchline.
Oh yes.
I wonder what Tomboy and Helter Skelter. Well, we know what Helter Skelter's gonna do, which is like the blender arm. That's gonna. I assume that one's gonna have the Psycho Crusher.
Let's see, Helter Skelter. That's the drill.
Yeah, the drill.
Yeah.
And then they have Tomboy, which is the third person shooter. Call him the Drone Strike, which I'll be honest, I think Tomboy, I don't want to speak on it too soon because I don't even know what its air component is or anything like that, but I'm a little disappointed in it.
Yeah, it looked a bit clunky. Like it's something that you don't really get to use in a proper combo. That's what I
exactly.
Well, you could, time stop and then
ragtime.
Right.
Although,
but that's just one setup.
Yeah, that's one very linear thing. Unless you, I mean, do you think there would be enough time if you were to use bombs or the Spencer grab where Nero puts a bomb on a demon with Overture?
Mm-hmm.
If you were to like do that at max height, shoot, and then just like let them fall down, do you think that'd give you enough to maybe? Because they didn't actually show startup on getting into the third person camera.
I think that might actually be possible.
I wish, shit.
I mean, maybe not the full charge, because you can charge Tomboy. But I'm pretty sure you have enough time to do just, level 1 or level 2 charge. And finish off the combo that way.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, but what
I'd be down a clown.
Yeah, what I'm mainly interested in terms of Tomboy is like on the image with Nero showing off the 8 Devil Breakers.
Yeah.
He holds the Red Queen with 2 hands.
And he's so hyped about it. He's like, oh!
I'm hoping that you can actually use Red Queen with 2 hands and get access to a completely different moveset. Maybe wishful thinking, but it would be very, very nice.
Or maybe it's like Swordmaster.
Yeah, but what would they add? Is the question.
I don't. Just fucking heavy. Just everything is a heavy attack. It's all sick. Or, I mean, if he's using 2 hands, he doesn't have to wind up for everything. He can be quick about it.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
I don't know.
Yep. So I think what they'll do is just like in that promo video at PAX, it just showed Red Queen like all reffed up. I think that Tomboy just gives you infinite exceed for a little bit, which is kind of boring because. If you're good at max act, you don't need that, so it's kind of a waste. I hope they don't do that.
I don't know. I need to see. I would like to actually take a look, because one thing that I actually like, and credit to them, is that Rawhide, the whip one, is the one I'm a bit more interested in.
Yep.
I want to see its normal move, because they only showed us the break age,
which looks cool. I'm wondering if you can jump cancel that. Like somehow.
I'm wondering the same, because I mean, obviously I don't think you'll be able to for the demon you grab, but if you're near another demon, then what happens? Does Nero just drop the demon he grabbed?
I mean, I hope it works like Bayonetta 1's whip, where you can basically just throw enemies in a certain direction.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be controllable either, which is a little odd.
Mm-hmm.
It just seemed like once you do it, whichever direction you're facing, that's where Nero's going to eventually slam the demon down.
Yeah, which might be a problem, because the startup is like, 3 seconds? And on Dante Must Die difficulty, I don't think I got 3 seconds to do that move before I get hit. So... yeah. Maybe
it's guaranteed, because some people have, and I've seen this in your gameplay as well, where it seems like you need to, for the Hellcana at least, you need to build up stun on them before they'll flinch. Yeah. Like already we have demons that have stun value and all that shit. So maybe the way it's going to work is that as soon as you start whipping the demons around, it's just going to instantly stun demons. But obviously there's some moves where that's just not going to catch some things. Like if an enemy has an off-screen projectile or some shit like that, you're getting blown up.
Pretty much.
Huh.
Well, I mean, you might be able to react and still do the breakaway. Because I didn't test it out, but I think you can still break away while doing breakage. Actually,
you can.
Did Arcade do that?
I think so, and I think you might have, because something that's interesting about Tomboy in particular is that it seems like it's going to be aiming a bit more smoothly than Stam and Ray, which is the Gerbera's, like, not the pedal ray where it bounces everywhere, but the beam attack.
Yeah.
How is that to aim? Because it looks clunky.
It feels like it's dragging you around a bit, if that makes any sense.
Oh, okay. It's dragging you around?
Yeah, it felt like, how do I put this? Like in my last recording, I did breakage on Goliath, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I moved my thumbstick up, but it felt like it was delayed a bit. Like there's travel time to the beam. There's travel time to the beam.
To the beam. Right. Because so you're moving the arm up, and that's making the beam like a whip would. It's making it react in kind. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like a straight beam. It just kind of curves upwards if you go up, and it curves downwards if you go down.
Huh. I'll buy that for $1. Okay. That makes sense, actually. I like that. But, what were we on about? We went on a fucking tangent for a minute there.
I would say like 15 minutes ago we were talking about breakers, and now we're here.
Oh, right. Are you at all upset about Overture's battery being contextual?
Yes. It would be nice if I could just do it whenever.
Especially since it's like sending them in different directions.
Yeah, and I'm surprised they didn't actually go with that. Because there's no directional inputs for any of the breakers yet. Well, except for Gerbera, but that's without lock-on.
Right.
So far, there's no lock-on inputs for any of the breakers. They might be in the full game. Hopefully.
What's even stranger is that they, like, even though obviously lock-on plus breaker is wire snatch, they don't let you have directional inputs that way either. Because if I could forcibly do the uppercut with lock on forward and B, it'd take a bit of time to get used to. Don't get me wrong. But I think even having the ability to call out, because one of them straight up just is a knockdown and it ground bounces some demons. And the only way to get it is if you're above the demon.
Yeah. And that one I never actually got any of the other two, like the uppercut and the knockdown. Because I was always at the same height as the demon.
Yeah,
But it would be nice if I could just do it on my own terms.
Yeah, it'd be sick as fuck. Because then you can, like, JC, like, if you have a demon above you, you can still clip them with the one that sends them down. You can jump cancel that.
Yep, exactly.
It seems weirdly based around the control scheme, is all. So, I don't know. I hope...
Like, unless they've got things planned for the full game, like actual inputs for the breakers and upgrades, that sort of stuff. Otherwise, it doesn't really make sense, like you said.
Otherwise, it's a bit of a waste.
Yep.
How do you feel, and this is a bit more broad, but how do you feel about them not letting you active switch? At least for the purposes of the demo. Because it's like some dude on fucking Reddit was like, I was talking to Matt Walker, Homeboy said they're going to do something with R2, which I don't know why the fuck you would want to do R2 instead of the D-pad for that, but that's neither here nor there. But like, still, they gave you that as a thing that was on the table. But then they just didn't follow through. But then they sort of dialed it back, or Matt Walker seemed to on Twitter, and be like, no, we're not going to let you active switch. You have to break. And then Suno on Twitter was also apparently like, yeah, it's part of the strategy. So I don't know if this is some ruse cruise shit. I don't know.
Well, from what I know, that Reddit user just misinterpreted what Matt Walker said.
Okay.
And nothing else. But in terms of active switching, I hope it's in. I really do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see the reason for like holding us back. Why would you do that?
I mean, unless they're actually serious about, like, making the game more strict, like what we were talking about earlier, where, like, making something like Goliath's vacuum an instant kill. on DMD. Like if that's what they're aiming for, an environment where you need the breakers not just for because I was thinking about this quite a bit, is the way that I use DT canceling for Nero now wouldn't work at all with the breaker system. It just doesn't. Because not only is the meter much more plentiful, like just for raw canceling purposes, you just get you're potentially trading out an entire like roster of utility just to cancel one thing. And if I'm not getting at least Inertia or something like that out of the equation, then I don't really know what I'm trading for. So it seems like they're really emphasizing the defensive aspect of it, where I don't know if you experienced this at all, but according to RK, while you're holding the charge for your break age, if you get hit by a demon, you get broken.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. Because I did get hit once during break age. Well, actually, at the end of the recovery. So I just assumed that it already broke. But yeah.
But apparently, if you're charging it and you get clipped, that's a break-in. That's a broken arm.
Oh, like that, like before you do it. Right,
you're in crush. You're like basically in crush counter state for the duration of holding the break age charge, which is wacky. But if they can actually make it so that demons are a threat again, which is why I'm also hoping that you're correct in saying like this demo's on easy.
I sure hope so.
At least for enemy AI, yeah.
I mean, usually at these type of cons, that's always the case.
Yeah.
So,
but like, if demons aren't doing anything to make you break on your own, then it's all going to come down to like breaking it yourself, like having reasons to do so on your own. Either like did you ever get a demon to launch straight up with breakaway?
No, they always get knocked back. So, like I said, it's not like DT cancel.
It's not.
Right? It's not like a DT.
Which is okay. If it's a different thing, it's a different thing. But still, it's going to take. I mean, obviously, it'll take adjustment period. But also, I'm with you. It is overall a bit of a restrictive thing, at least on some level. But if they can make it so that, like I said, it's actually a part of your like game plan, or you have to play around it, I could see it being fun.
Well, sure, but in my case, I think I'll just stick with one arm throughout the entire mission. Like I'll just pick my favorite one and just play with that.
So you would run 4 Gerberas? You're part of that crew?
Pretty much.
I'm running 4 Gerberas.
I mean, I would probably go, Gerbera and then the whip. Those two, mainly.
That sounds fair.
Oh, wait, punchline. Can't forget punchline.
Run 4 punchlines?
Why the hell not?
Pro Skater 6.
Like, I'm in love with anything that gives me height. So, Gerbera ADS goes up, punchline goes up. All those kinds of moves I love. I want more of those.
Does punchline gain you height? Or are you just talking about the rocket arm?
That's the rocket arm, right? Punchline.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, I think, okay.
Yeah, he has a move where he like surfs along the ground and then launches enemy upwards.
And you're thinking that one's going to give you height. Like, because I'm thinking of the punch that launches the arm itself, not him riding on the skateboard.
Right. No, the skateboard, yeah.
Okay, I feel you. I'm on your journey. Yeah. On the overall, I absolutely understand people that are frustrated with the limitations, 100%, but I'm doing my best to stay open-minded to the restricted system just because I'm not going to have much choice either way. So we'll see.
I mean, it still feels...
I'm just hoping...
It still feels weird that D-pad and right trigger aren't used. So...
I 100% agree. I don't know why they have a problem with the D-pad still.
Mm-hmm. I honestly expect there to be an upgrade later on in the game. They're just being tight-lipped about it.
I'm hoping. Or maybe that's what they're saving for after Nero gets the Devil Breaker back and he gets his Devil Trigger again. Because it wouldn't make sense for Nero to just like fucking blow off his own Devil Breaker, Devil Bringer to switch to a new one. I don't know. Maybe that's the system. And then that could be, maybe a little more interesting. Like if it is pulling from the DT resource, but every time you access it, you're cycling to the next one. I don't know. Or maybe that's how they just let you swap between them. That'd also just be beautiful.
That's actually a good question.
That'd be good as hell.
And
then
maybe Nero won't even get a DT. Maybe you just want to get a DT.
I know, but how...
It would be messed up, right? But
for him to have a thing called Devil Trigger, Homeboy doesn't have a Devil Trigger no more. It don't make no sense.
Hey, cutscene only. Sorry, guys.
Cutscene only Devil Trigger. I would cry.
I would do the same. Oh man, I don't even want to think about that. So let's just be positive.
Let's just let it do. All these leaks coming out now. Everybody just spoiling shit. Let's
fuck that. Seriously.
Oh, on the real. I'm thinking of, and it seems sort of silly to be like, oh, I want to do sort of a video about it, but it's because it's such a slam dunk to just be like, hey guys, leaking is bad, but it really fucking blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Like the cutscene that was leaked this time was just everywhere on YouTube. I hope they're gone now because it's been a while since I looked and refreshed the front page a few times.
I haven't checked.
It's just ridiculous.
Like I didn't see any spoiler videos in my recommendations today on YouTube. So
that'd be good.
That's good.
If this was the last one, but I mean, if Homeboys, the thing that worries me is that whoever this person is, I wonder if they have a build to where they can just like drip feed out like bursts of leaks. And it's just, we're going to keep going through this cycle of, hey, I just can't go on Twitter or YouTube without risk of seeing another design, without risk of seeing another arena, another boss fight just shown off in the thumbnail because nobody can fucking do this with any tact.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to happen because this guy has access to a test copy. Like he's a tester. From what I know,
is that
the game is already pretty much done.
Yeah.
So he might have access to all the content in the game, right? At least the main story. And if that's the case, then yeah, it might get real ugly.
No good, no. This is the bad timeline.
Yeah. Hey, the only leaks I don't mind are leaks in terms of game modes. Like if he can tell me if turbo mode is in, go ahead. Please do that.
I don't know. I remember it was pretty hype when I played through Transformers Devastation like 2 times and they just kept giving me difficulty modes. They were just like, no, we go further in. Although it's tough with that shit. Although fuck these people who are like, oh, they put spoiler, the word spoiler with multiple exclamation marks in the title and think that you just know specifically what's being spoiled so you're not gonna read the rest of the fucking title.
Or even look at the thumbnail, which has the spoiler in it.
So fucking dumb. So dumb. It's like it's borderline malicious. Because I don't know what else they're doing it for.
It's all just clickbait. Nothing more.
But like, what are you going to turn it into? Like, who's going to look at this and be like, oh yeah, this guy's on the up and up. He fucking just reposted somebody else's fucking leaked content.
Yeah, he deserved it. He deserves a subscriber.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's not gonna
Where's
happen.
your Patreon? Where's your fucking Patreon, bud? I'm going to give you $50 right now. I just don't see I don't see the long run game plan, but I mean, some people might not even be interested in that. I don't know. Because a lot of these are fucking burner accounts. Where they just make them specifically to post the shit and then they bolt again.
Right.
And then when they get taken down, they've lost nothing.
Right. I think they just don't care.
It's just fucked. It's whack. What I'm going to say, it's whack. But please no leakerino.
Please no.
Please no. On the subject of just getting back to the game, though, to wrap up the Devil Breaker discussion overall, I would actually be interested to see if they don't have some form of late game active swap system, how many people do wind up just running 4 Gerberas.
Quite a lot.
Especially for newcomers, because that is the fucking arm.
Exactly.
It has iframes on it, right?
Yes,
Jockey?
exactly. It's like Trickster, right?
Why would they give you that?
Why? It's
I-
infinite. You can fucking spam it.
I mean, it does
Well,
have some
not spam it.
recovery at the end, obviously.
But without
where you
luster
can get
cut.
hit. But
Without luster cuts in the game. That's the one time I'm lobbying for luster cut. You can send Illusionary Killer to my address. I'll fight him. All right. Oh. Just to confirm something about battery in particular. Or just like enemies that you noticed, is that sometimes you would do I'm trying to think of a way to put it. You would get different types of knockback reactions per demon. Where it seemed like sometimes you would do a battery, and even though it was a neutral battery, the demon would still get sent downward for a ground bounce. Like, this is particularly for the flying bugs. I wish I had a timestamp so I could hand this to you, but it seems as though some demons are being affected by the same knockback source in different ways. Did you experience that at all?
I might have, but I'll have to rewatch my video later. But
Okay.
when I do caliber against a grounded enemy, like against the Hellcanos, they would not get launched. They would just tumble back and fall over. But I'm pretty sure against the bugs, the insect-like enemies, they do get launched. Like how it is
From the ground to the
yeah,
air.
from the ground to the air. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I would have to
That's
rewatch the footage.
Okay.
I'm
that
pretty
makes
sure
sense.
that's what's going on.
Okay. Because that would sort of keep it in line with the way that the older games have sort of different knockback reactions for different demons.
Yeah.
So, next up, we're going to close it out with some viewer questions,
All right.
just so we cycle through the stuff that other people want to hear about. Now, you had a direct feed of the game audio. You had headphones on. Were those headphones working?
Yeah, but the sound was kind of low, I have to say.
Really, in terms of volume, or
In terms of volume, yeah.
Okay.
Of course, I could have turned it up in the options menu, but since we only had 10 minutes to play, I just
yeah, just
press those buttons, just get into the game
go,
ASAP,
go.
go. Yeah.
quick. You were looking at direct footage. Like, you were looking at it just off screen. There wasn't like a hand camera or anything like that, adding like layers of like lower fidelity. How are you feeling about the presentation in this game overall?
Oh, it looks amazing. Like, I would almost say this is one of the most beautiful games I've ever played.
And it's also running at 60?
Yep, it's running at 60. But it's also just the way the camera works. Like, it's a lot closer, right, compared to the older games, but it just makes those details stand out a lot more, which is very nice. And this engine allows that to look good.
They're Satan System 4.
Yep.
They're Black Bible. I mean, it's fucking...
This is pretty much MT Framework 20.0. Something like that.
That is the anime evolution of MT Framework. Oh, that's
Yeah, just skipped a bunch of version numbers. Going straight to 20.
Windows 8 to 10. Just like that.
Yep.
Just don't even need 9. Who needs 9? We're going to hyperspace. And as far as the not the music, but the sound design overall, when you were hearing it directly, was it that good shit?
It was very good. I especially liked the sound that Blue Rose makes. It actually sounds like a freaking hand cannon now.
Yeah, it sounds so fucking sick. It sounds powerful.
The first time I fired it off, I was like, "Whoa, wait, what the hell is going on? Like, is this the same Blue Rose? Is it a different
You got
weapon?"
scared.
Whoa,
You
what the hell?
ducked. Does it sound different when you shoot a charge shot?
Yeah. It's a bit like normal Blue Rose shots like oomph,
Yeah.
and charge shots like like it just completely blows you away.
They get bass boosted.
Yep. Like, in terms of
Alright.
sound design was top notch. Can't say anything else about it. Though I did think the music was turned down a bit too much.
Yeah, I noticed this a couple of times where even on like direct feed, because like IGN and a couple of
and
other
just to make
games
sure
journalists.
that people don't get the wrong idea, I did get to S rank in combat. It's not because I was
did.
bad. The music was just not that loud.
No fucking shit. There will be links in the description. You can confirm this for yourself. He is that dude. But I noticed, like, whenever like a team had direct capture, like not only were they able to get to S rank like games journalists and all that if they just like mashed hard enough, but the music itself seemed quiet.
Yeah. Exactly.
Even on double S and triple S, which is interesting because it seems more like, I'm trying to think of a way to put this. It sounds like it's less about them adding instruments and chorus and all that stuff than it is just them like having those elements already present but turning up their volume in the mix.
I mean, to me, it didn't even feel like the volume got jacked up. All that happened was the song just skipped to like different parts depending on your rank. Like the moment you got to S rank, it would go to the, I think it's called the chorus.
The chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's what happened.
That lines up with what RK was telling me, and upon further reflection, that does make sense. Okay. All right, Ben. Need to keep that shit in mind when I actually play it to see if it's as epic and hyped up as I was hoping it was going to be. I need to hear Dante and V's fucking tracks, because if
yes.
Devil Trigger is already this lit,
I'm just wondering how they can top it.
Exactly.
Like it's gonna be really, really freaking hard.
Exactly. I hope it's not another Blackened Angel lock and load mix. I hope for Dante they just give him the new stuff. I hope they bring back Shooty HG. Like
the music that they showed in the trailer so far for Dante have been completely different from what we used to. Like it's
how did you feel about Goliath's boss fight theme? Because it seemed a little low key.
Couldn't really hear it. Like I said, the music was not that loud.
Okay.
Like I noticed a bunch of guitar, and then once you dropped into the church, like the choir thing started happening.
Oh, okay.
There was a bit of choir.
See, I needed.
But yeah, it wasn't very memorable.
That's okay. That's what I was worried about.
But it might just be because I couldn't really hear it clearly.
Okay. I will do my best to keep that in mind when I finally get an opportunity to play the public available demo. Please release one, Matt Walker. Like he can fucking control that.
I mean, maybe if we all beg, like the entire community banding together, please, Matt, please release the demo.
We need to set up like a Jonestown-esque timer where we can just all press enter on the tweet at the same time, so he just gets blasted with like a million a million ats at once.
Oh man. I think he would just block all of us. He's like, fuck you all.
He just gets a spam bot. All right, so that's really all that I had as far as questions and all that. We covered a lot, but if there's anything left that you would like to bring up in regards to what you played, now would be the time to do so, my dude.
Well, there are a couple of changes to like the way the exceed system works.
Oh,
like if you miss the timing for exact, you still get a bit of charge, which for new players is actually really good. Because I feel like for new players, the exact system wasn't really all that useful, because they just wouldn't put in the time to learn it, right? But with this new system, even if they're mashing a bit or missing the time, they're still getting some sort of a reward out of it.
So would you say that if you were to go down like Red Queen ground combo A, and they're just mashing it, does the little bit of charge they get carry over to the next hit?
Yes.
So they can miss the entirety of exact timings for Red Queen combo A, but as long as they're in the wider ballpark, when they reach the end of Red Queen combo A, they'll walk out with a full lamp.
Yep, because I think you get 25% charge if you miss it.
It's 25, or is it a third?
Or a third. It might.
Okay.
It's hard to tell because I'm usually pretty on point with my exact. So.
Yeah, don't need that cushy shit at all.
But yeah, that would basically mean if they were mashing, they could just do Red Queen combo A and have one exceed at the end of it.
That's genius.
Yep. Hopefully this means players will actually be motivated
get to
to learn
interact
the
with it.
system. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And of
'Cause they can
course,
actually see some of the reward.
and of course the fact that you can run and still exceed. That's also very nice.
Oh my god, being able to rev in air
Yeah, I guess.
just on its own.
Yeah, I guess in general you can say the
wonder-
exceed system just feels a lot smoother to use. Like
okay.
for all skill levels.
Okay. Because you guys didn't have max act, did you?
No, that wasn't in the
Okay.
demo. Like the demo only had exceed level
Level
2.
2.
Yeah.
All right. I fucks with it. Oh, and you are the guy. I want to give a quick shout out to you for this, but you're the guy who discovered that was it level 2 double down?
And that was
Or
level
level
1. Level 1.
So level 1 double down has hit stun frames on it before it enters the knockdown frames.
Yep.
It's just a whole new world. It's like
I
in
have
the
to say,
future.
when I played the demo, I didn't actually notice it at that point in time. I only noticed
were
it
just
once
so-
I rewatched the recording. I was like, wait, what the hell's going on?
Am I the sickest? Am I the best? Oh my God,
Because in
that's-
previous tries, I did that like the double down jump cancel a few times. It always knocked down for me, except in that one instance. So I guess I was just on point for one try.
so sick.
And
this is the
but
best
from
timeline.
what I heard RK say, I think I think Split has the same properties.
Yes, we were talking about that too. It sounds like Split has preliminary hit stun frames.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're a quick boy, I wonder if they're going to do the same thing for Helmbreakers.
That would be nice. Why not?
That'd be interesting. Yeah, why not?
I mean, it gives you multiple options. You can just jump cancel it at the exact
little bit later.
moment to keep the enemy right next to you, or you can delay it a bit and knock it down.
That's also true.
Yep, and the
Or
more
if they're
options
gonna
we have,
handle-
the better.
I wonder how they're going to handle DT stun. I wonder if they're going to bring that shit back.
I hope.
I wonder if they're just going to have like long-running math equations in the middle of a fight. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, well,
I'm not ready for it, but I'm ready for it.
I mean, I haven't played Dante Must Die mode on DMC3 in a long time. But the last time I did try it, I was so confused on how it actually worked. Like, I never actually bothered learning it, but...
Yeah. It does take a while to even to get a demon off the ground consistently.
Mhm.
Because, like, you'll think it's working one way, and then you follow it up with a couple of moves that you that would expect to launch, and then you finally go to high time, like, okay, this is the one, and then he's still on the ground. He's
Yep.
like, oh.
Yeah, that's the problem I always run into when I play DMC3 on DMD. I'm like, oh, shit.
I think I'd be okay with them bringing back a system like that if they visualized it a bit more clearly. That
Or,
would be
or just
perfect.
had a bit of a wider window where they're still, like, stunned.
Right.
Because I believe in
hear you
DMC3, like, let's say I hit him with Rebellion combo, like the normal combo. Like, let's say one of the hits stuns the enemy. I can see that because it's the enemy staggers. But by the time I visually react, it's already too late.
Okay.
And if I
I can see what
if
you're
they
talking
just gave a
about.
bit more time, I think that would be perfect.
Was there anything else that you noticed while you were playing?
Well, yeah, Caliber level 1 and 2 don't do multiple hits anymore.
Really?
Yes, so it always knocks back. Hopefully, level 3 still has multi hits.
What do you mean? Okay. Although, maybe it's not that big of a... Because, okay, I'm thinking about this in the way that I interact with the system in 4. So, like, obviously I like it because it functions as an aerial gap closer, and if I JC it at EX, then I can, keep them stable, and I can account for the height gain through JC without, needing to worry about it, or without needing to cancel the caliber before it goes active at all.
Yeah.
But from what you're describing with the way jump canceling works now, where you're not immediately gaining height, maybe it's better to just always jump cancel caliber before it goes active now.
Yeah, I guess it does. Yeah, maybe it doesn't really matter in the full product. Kind of hard to tell at this point.
Although that is going to fuck with me.
So, exactly.
It's gonna fuck with a lot of people.
And even then, I do like having the option, you know.
Yes, absolutely.
Like same thing with Split. Like why does Split have that property now, and Exceeded Caliber doesn't?
Yeah.
It's like they swapped them around for some reason. Not sure why, but here's hoping that level 3 still has multiple hits.
That'd be good. That'd be beautiful. All right, my man. Anything else?
I think I'm done.
All right, Daedron. Thank you so much, my dude. This was so fucking smooth. You are the best.
No problem, man. It was a pleasure being here.
Absolutely. I will absolutely...
And actually getting to talk about the game.
Yeah.
Because, you know, because most of my friends aren't into DMC, so...
What?
Yeah, that's a bit of an issue.
Your friends are nerds. I have the same problem. Everybody in my Discord is a bitch.
Yeah. Like, all of them played DMC, but they never, like, actually got good at the games. So they were like, the game's kind of easy. It's just a hack and slash. I'm like, no, there's more to the game. No, I don't want to practice. I'm like, oh, okay, fuck you.
Oh, hell. Well, absolutely. I don't see a reason why we can't do this again in the future, then. 100%. I
would say, you know, if there's a public demo around and we actually get to sit down, sure, why not?
That'd be beautiful.
I mean, I would probably make a combo video if there was a public demo.
The demo videos, the content. Oh, it'd be good to get some freestyles out.
Yep. Definitely.
It'd be so good to get some freestyles out.
And it would be really easy if it had a trading mode.
Also true. Also very true. All right, Daedron, I'm gonna let you go because you got working out to do and stuff like that.
Yep, I gotta leave in 5 minutes, so
all right,
right on time.
Yep, I will put links to all of your content, your channel and your Twitter. Do you stream?
I used to.
Do you plan on coming back?
Yep.
All right, then I'll put a link to your Twitch as well in the video and on the podcast description.
Right, cool. Like in terms of plans of streaming. Like I'm contemplated on doing some sort of DMC marathon, because I did ask for 2 weeks off around DMC5's release date. So if all goes as planned, I'll do a DMC marathon.
That's the dream right there.
Yep.
All right, my man. You have an excellent rest of your evening. Thank you for coming out.
Yep, you too, man.
Yep. Have a good one.